All right, we're with George Schnurr, and George was nice enough to take us for a nice spin up in the air, and did a great job, a wonderful landing. And George, you've been a certified flight instructor for about how long now?
I got my CFI last June, so
last
about a
June?
year now, yeah.
Great, and you've been flying with Lafayette Aviation then for about how long?
Started here second week of May, so not too long, but yeah.
Okay, but lots of experience.
Lots of experience. Yeah.
Good, and well, tell us a little bit about what got you into flight. I mean, we all start somewhere. You have to get hooked somehow, but
Yeah,
how did you get hooked?
Growing up, my grandpa, talked about flying. Never had been flying with him, but he always talked about flying airplanes. And I also have one of my uncles is a corporate pilot, and so being around the planes where he flies out of just kind of got me hooked on it. So wanted to come to Purdue, and that's where I did all my flight training. I started fall of 2009, my private training, got my private pilot certificate into November 2009, and I've been flying since then, worked my way up, got my instrument commercial at Purdue, and eventually my CFI here at Lafayette Aviation. So if you're looking for your CFI, Lafayette Aviation, I suggest that they got a good program here. I'd suggest looking into that. And then been instructing at Purdue since last August, and then recently got hired on here, like I said, second week of May. Sounds great.
Now, a lot of people are going to watch us, okay, a lot of people, just like the person that's interviewing you, don't know a lot about flying.
Yeah.
How is the best way, do you think, that they can find out whether they get a private pilot's license really is for them or not?
Well, you can come out here. Lafayette Aviation has what they call a demo flight, and it's basically what I just did with you. We go up and let the student, get a feel for the aircraft. Either they can fly or they can, sit in the right seat and have an instructor fly with them, just to so they can see what it's all about. If you're interested in something like that, I'd call the front desk here at Lafayette Aviation, and they can get you or put you in contact with an instructor and get that demo flight scheduled.
Sounds great. So that first time up on the plane, they actually get to take the controls and
they have a couple options. Either you can just go for the ride to see what it's all about, or if you're seriously thinking about doing or getting your pilot certificate, actually take the controls of the aircraft. Yep.
Great. So what's the most memorable experience you've had so far in a plane?
Probably the first time I went solo. Like there's nothing like it. Getting up there, and the first time when you feel those wheels leave the ground, and you're like, oh, I'm by myself now. I gotta land this thing, and just it just gives you a rush. And I thought that was the coolest moment by far. So.
Gotcha. Well, what do you think draws people to flight in the first place? I mean, let's face it, it's bowling's a lot cheaper. But why flight? Why do people come to even think about flying a plane?
Well, flight, it gives you this sense of freedom. I mean, you can go pretty much anywhere, do what you want. You're on your own. You're up there. Above everything. You don't have to worry about red stoplights. You don't stop. You just go, and that's kind of gives people the freedom to do almost anything they want.
Gotcha. Now, you mentioned that you started out as just like anybody else that's probably viewing this. So you started out at some point trying it. You liked it. You got hooked, and now all of a sudden you're an instructor. Yeah. Do a lot of people take that path? Yeah,
especially if you're wanting to go the airline route or make a career out of flying, you'll want to consider getting your CFI, your Certified Flight Instructor certificate, to build the hours, to get the experience, to get to the level you want to be.
Right, and a lot of people use that CFI status to build their hours, like you said.
Yeah.
And you have to continue to build your hours if you want to keep on
if you want to
on the other paths too, and make some money with it.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
Good. Excellent. Well, what kind of advice do you have, I guess, or somebody watching this, as far as what they should be doing, what they shouldn't be doing if they come on the program? What would you tell them? What are some of the questions that people ask you the most, I guess?
I don't know about questions, but as far as like study habits and flying consistently, like if you're serious about wanting to get a private pilot certificate, let's say, try to fly as much as you can, be dedicated to it, study hard. It's not all about houses get bigger, houses get smaller with the yoke. There's a lot of knowledge that goes along with flying. So study hard if you're wanting to do it.
Great. But George, I got to say that was one of the best landings I've had. That was awesome, and we really enjoyed the flight. We're glad you did it, and wish you the best of luck. I'm sure you do well. And we just we're kind of hooked, I can tell right now. So we appreciate it.
Yep. Thanks.